Hopefully you don't have that issue here.
Right, yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, let me check the rest of the room.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger.
Oh, buddy, you have no idea.
Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me.
Oh, wow, he's racist.
I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down
Maybe it was a
slopes
strange
with
language.
broken steps.
He's an Algeria,
The
dude.
carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Kind of messed up, dude.
A little.
He got.
So what is it about horror games that scare you the most? Like, what aspect of certain games that actually terrify you?
Well, sound design is incredibly important. Usually musical cues will make me scared before anything else will.
Sure. But what about, like, certain themes?
Themes.
Probably shouldn't have done that. I'm breathing in grandma's ashes now.
Well, like a really sinister mystery is a big one, I think.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, fear of the unknown is a big thing, especially in games like this, you know? There's so little that you're... Like, obviously, you don't really know much about what's going on, just based on what we've experienced so far. And I think that is really foreboding in and of itself.
Yeah. Oh, what's happening? Music. Oh god, I just punched the mic. I'm so sorry if you hear that. Probably can't. I have RTX on.
What about for you?
What? For what I heard?
No.
Oh, sorry. I was caught up in the current question. Well, it's darkness, the fear of unknown
Oh.
as well. The thing that scares me the most is seeing eyes in darkness
Oh, yeah, that's
and not knowing what it is terrifying to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really intrigued by things that are mysterious and things that I want to learn more about. And I think the first time I played this game, that is what sort of kept me going, even though I was apprehensive at times, was just sort of finding out more about the world and about what this, like, great evil that Daniel was contending with was, you know?
Sure. Makes sense.
And why he wanted to kill Alexander. That was probably the biggest thing.
Yeah. I have yet to know what the answer of that is. So that is a mystery to me. I know that's the room with the piano, I think. The famous piano. Right? Yeah, right here. Oh, we can finally see outside. Not much to look at. Hoping for an oceanside view, honestly. Is that painting?
But, you know, this game, without all the sound effects, it wouldn't really be that scary.
No, not at all.
And I think sometimes it does get to be a bit too much, but I also think that's probably just my bias.
Did you hear that?
I did.
What the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
It was like so quick, it wasn't even there for a second.
But yeah, again, that's probably just my bias. I've played this game before. I already know pretty much everything that happens, so this does seem really excessive to me right now. Like, I just feel like there's so many scare cues.
I mean, that's fine.
But
I mean, it's a scary game, you know?
Yeah, it's fine because the only reason that I think it's too much is because I already, know mostly how this game goes.
Sure.
And, like, when it actually starts being threatening.
Yeah, let me quickly just run up here and start that. Alright, I need more tinderboxes. Collapse? Oh,
Yep.
that's not good. Alright, I remember this room.
I like all of Daniel's voice
Oh.
acting, even though he doesn't do much actual speaking in real
Sure.
time. I actually don't think he does any.
Well, he does the notes.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't
Room
take
is this?
long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be
Oh,
done
it says in the bottom. East
We
wing.
should reinforce weak structures. The
That's
ground will
true.
tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Oh, it's so bright. Wait, did I see you pick up a tinderbox? I
You
think that
picked
was
up two.
previous. Yeah.
Not
When I
just-
looked at these bookshelves, I thought my vision was warped, but it's just the actual wood itself.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm like, why is it tearing there?
There's fancy schmancy bookshelves. Unlike those crude wood ones just on the opposite
Yeah.
side of the room. Like
It's
they
true, why are
they
they
blew all
separate?
their budget on those ones.
You got some
Got some
crappy
poopy for the rest of the room.
scaffolding here, yeah. Alright, I already checked that, I'm pretty sure. Did I?
I don't know that you did,
Maybe not.
but ain't shit in there.
I like throwing things. I hope that's not a problem for you.
Well, it's not a problem for me. If a monster chases you, you can throw something to slow it down.
Oh, that's useful. Central Prussia. What are those markings? Are that mountains or something?
I don't know.
Maybe forests?
Should-
Probably forest something. Borussia.
Russia Meridionalis.
Is that supposed to be Prussia then? And
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, well, the map says Central Prussia. So.
sure. Look in here first for any tinder. Yes, I'm gonna turn that on. I don't like the crinkly. No, read it. Oh my.
He doesn't like that.
I have dyslexia or something.
Is that what happens with
That's what
you?
happens. It's when you see words, you just. Oh no.
I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus.
Like now?
That's when I
Yep.
saw a faint blue shimmer.
Is this Algeria
My
3?
weakened body was heavy to carry.
I don't know.
but I
This
managed
is this
to
the
push myself toward the
is this
enchanting
the actual
light.
diary?
He got sealed in the stone chamber that was much older looking than
It
what
was
he was anticipating.
waiting for me.
Okay.
Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
I know. Let's go back. No.
No, you're drawn to the light. You can't.
Oh, please. No. Ugh.
Man, that's such a weird light shader.
I reached out, closing it in
But
my
it is
hand.
from 10 years ago. So.
It
A
is.
faint glow
And it is a
escaped
D
my
game.
fingers, began to spark brightly and spirit me away.
Uh.
Unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry.
Dude,
The next
I want a
thing
game
can
in that
remember
world.
is the grating sound of stone being lifted.
Oh,
The voices
It's
of the
Amnesia Rebirth, it might be.
yeah.
And grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most
Normally grasp it.
peculiar relic.
I feel like they're talking about the Myst games, like the worlds in Myst.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
But
the worlds in there.
inspired by Myst when they made this.
Probably a lot of point and click adventure games are like that. They take a lot of inspiration from like Monkey Island, or if it's a humorous game.
Right.
Where's that wall with a brick? Right there.
Yeah, you gotta throw.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
know
or something.
this puzzle, Mary.
It's not that hard.
It's not hard. Let me grab this. Yes. All right.
Hey, there you go.
You see that turn? A 360?
That was pretty sick 360.
You
not
have to
gonna
be
lie.
swift. when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Anything in here? Oh, I could get that.
It sounded like a fucking monster. Not that there's a monster in this area, but...
Okay, here we go. Aztad and Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt.
Altstadt.
I don't want to say that.
It's okay.
Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brandenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Doesn't seem like a good place. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought with their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside a damp burlap sacks dragged behind them which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, okay. The well-known erudite visited Altstadt and the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron, last story. The Baron of Brandenburg lives in a reclusive life, which his family at his castle nearby. Altstadt, and like most of the other noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and the heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander's offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country.
Nice.
Whew. All right. Where's that other book? There's one.
There's like 4 of them, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. You said there was one here?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, get out of there.
Wait, oh, never mind. I guess it's just 3.
3. You must have played a hard mode.
Isn't it just that opened up?
Oh, probably. Yeah, it is. Let me close this. Don't want to waste my oil. Do you
You're
think...
so much more actually willing to use your resources. If it were me, I would just never use anything.
Dude, I don't care. We get so much. Oh,
So.
boy. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. That's rude. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would be in a sense to solve both of my problems. The way I said it works the same way though. It's okay. I'm dyslexic. It's fine.
Are you actually?
No, but I went to speech therapy classes and reading classes. Yeah.
I went to social skills classes, so I mean.
all my teachers threatened to hold me back because I kept getting D's in writing.
See, I didn't get bad grades. I just had no idea how to interact with other students, and I was really mean and like time.
Actually, the thing is, I'm gonna finish my story first before I start it because it's gonna activate something. In middle school, I got D's in English a lot, but that's not for writing. I wrote stories just fine.
Oh yeah.
But I couldn't comprehend reading.
Oh, it was just comprehension.
It was comprehension I had a lot of struggles with.
Gotcha.
And actually reading, I've had trouble reading things out loud, but I've gotten better over the years. So that's probably why I'm struggling.
Makes sense.
But it's not. I'm also bad. So.